What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorldPodcast. Today we're going to be talking about Week 7, Thursday Night Football, NFL 2021, the Broncos and the Browns. I'm going to go ahead and tell you this right now. I usually call Teddy Bridgewater Teddy Tapwater, and a lot of people get mad at me. They're like, yo, he's a grinder. He has a lot of heart. He has a lot of soul. Look, I understand it, and I love the fact that he's able to take care of himself and his family, and he's been blessed to be able to play in the NFL, but he's not that guy. And shout out to Shannon Sharp with the guy. I'm going to tell you this right now. The Broncos has a very, very suitable team defensively, and I do believe that they are well-equipped to compete if they had the right guy at quarterback. They do not. Teddy Bridgewater is not the guy, okay? And again, I can look at it and see. I've been around football for a very, very long time. Many of you guys, you guys like, yo, Gmi, you knew it, you called it. I just go ahead and look at the, my eye test is pretty good because you can look at it and see exactly what's going on. You can understand what players are good. You can understand if that player has potential. I'll call guys out when I see it. Like I'm telling you right now, Trevor Lawrence is going to be special in the league. The team sucks. His Jags team sucks. But he has all the intangibles. He's going to be really, really good. Mac Jones, I think maybe average. I think, he's going to be okay. He's a, dot throw, he can throw some dots and stuff like that. But it's certain players that you can look at and just know, like, all right, this is what it's going to be. And they're going to go on to be great or maybe not so much. And Teddy Bridgewater has never, he's been injured. He's come back. And I give him credit for that. But at some point, I got to stop giving credit for people recovering from injury and just being able to play. You got to be able to win. Your team is out there depending on you to make these plays. You have to be able to do certain things. Now, when you look at the Denver Broncos offense, right, I understand Noah Fant and Cortland Sutton. Those are probably the only studs that I would say he has. I don't really know outside of that who people really think is, really, really good. Melvin Gordon has been a wash for a while, that's why they got rid of him. When he was out there, with his previous team, I think, what was it? He was at the Chargers. They're average players, right? But still, Teddy Bridgewater is brought there to be the starter. So when you're the starting quarterback, you have to make plays. There's no excuse for anything that you're doing outside of that. If you can't make plays as a starter, remember, when we look at the Seahawks with Geno Smith being the backup, we know what Geno Smith is. That dude is hot trash on a freaking blazing summer day, dude. And that stinks. But, if we see, Russell Wilson out there, it's different, right? Because he's a starter. No matter what's going on, whoever else is out, we look at it like, okay, that's the starting quarterback. They have a chance. Teddy Bridgewater is actually their starter. So if he can't handle a Browns team filled with backups, that's scary, okay? He has to be able to will this team to win. I understand. You're going to say, yo, Gmias, he didn't have any running game. Javonte Williams, he's trash. 4 carries, 20 yards. Melvin Gordon, 8 carries, 18 yards. Teddy Bridgewater, he had 2 carries for 3 yards. Okay, I can understand that, but the starting quarterback, the reason they make so much money in the league is because they're supposed to be able to do these things. That's the reasoning behind why they make so much money. If you can't accomplish these things, then you are not... I don't think that you should be given that title as an NFL, starting quarterback. Even though we know that some players are not really where they're supposed to be. Davis Mills with the Texans. Obviously, Deshaun Watson may end up with the Dolphins very soon. I understand those type of situations, but Teddy Bridgewater has been paid a lot of money on different teams and then tossed around. You see what I'm saying? And every time I say, the guy's Teddy Tapwater, I get a lot of, oh, no, it's not that, look at his team. Look, bro, I had enough of that. The Broncos deserve a chance and an opportunity to win. I understand that there are not a lot of players out there. Cam Newton may be a guy. Like I said, Cam Newton, I wouldn't really trust him too much, though, because ever since he didn't jump into the pile in that Super Bowl versus the Broncos, I don't trust him. But what I'm saying is the Broncos need another guy. They need somebody else that they can be able to depend on, that when you play a Browns team, Case Keenum, bro, you know what I'm saying? All backup running backs. Let's talk about this, bro. A lot of you guys that are listening to this or either watching it on YouTube, you guys are probably like, yo, who is Dearness Johnson? The dude had 146 yards and a touchdown, a 6.6 yard average. Who is that? You're going to think about it like, okay, so they had to run the ball down the throats, okay, of the Denver Broncos in order to win this game. But if you watch the game, the Broncos had a lot of opportunities that they could have made relevant to win this game. Case Keenum, Case Keenum is that guy that comes in and you're like, all right, that dude right there, he's not going to do nothing. Like, we just got to be able to make him throw us an into or something like that. And that's another thing that you guys are going to probably say. You know, defensively, do I think that the Broncos played well enough against the run because they know that Case Keenum is trash? Like, which couldn't they have done better? And I'm going to tell you this. The feel of the game, and when you look at the 21 of 33 of Case Keenum, is not the true reflection of the game. Johnson went crazy. Like, dude, he was going crazy on certain burst runs. And obviously they ran the clock out at the end because they couldn't stop the run. But they were worn down in the fourth. But there were opportunities in the first half for the Broncos to be able to go up because the Browns didn't really have anything else they could do. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of weird the way that it is. But once everything breaks down and it's like, all right, you know, the floodgates are open, I think defensively they were just worn down at the end of the game when we talk about the Broncos. But they gave them enough momentum early on to be able to get some points. And Teddy Tapwater is just not good enough. Like, listen, guys, you have to analyze a game by watching every single quarter. The ending result, when you look at it and you're like, yo, 17-14, like, what was going on? It was a game with a lot of missed opportunities, a lot of overthrows, a lot of bad plays by the quarterback position. And at the end of the day, it's a starter versus a team of backups. Bro, John Kelly, I'm like, yo, who is that? I don't even know what was going on. I'm looking at like, okay, obviously we know Austin Hooper, you know, stuff like that, Jarvis Landry. You know, Hooper was once a Brown and all that. Well, actually, this is the Browns, but I say, what am I talking about? A Falcon, I meant to say, with Austin Hooper. Jarvis Landry came back. He had that catch that wasn't a catch. Like, OBJ is looking rather pedestrian. But even though they had these veterans at wide receiver, it's still a situation where I believe the Broncos, they maintained enough. 2 for 42, Austin Hooper. Jarvis Landry, 5 of 37. You know, 5 receptions, 37 yards. OBJ, 2 receptions, 23 yards. I believe the Broncos did enough, okay, defensively, for Bridgewater to step up and win this game. That's just my gut feeling. I went into the game believing that. I left feeling that way. I felt that at this point, if you're a Bronco fan, you have to just know that it's no way Teddy Tapwater stays there past this year, or we're going to have to take a look at management and say, yo, guys, what are we doing here? And again, I love the fact that it's not anything personal against him. I'm just saying, as a starting quarterback, he's not suitable enough to win. That's all I'm saying. These guys get paid a lot of money to win. And there's a lot of Bronco fans that are very upset. And they need people to say it. Like, bro, we need someone better if we're going to have that opportunity to win. That's all that this is about. And if you watch it and you see it, that's all I'm trying to display. But I called it out on Teddy Tapwater a long time ago. When he was with all of the other 5 or 6 teams or wherever he's been, it's always been the same thing. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. Hopefully you had a great day. I'm going to see you guys soon. One love, y'all.